full of this shit, that mojo, you hear me? Yeah, what up, Lil Kentrell, what it do?
Before Youngboy Never Broke Again would have tracks Outside Today, Overdose, Diamond Teeth Samurai, No Smoke, and NBA YoungBoy all cracked the Billboard Hot 100 in 2018.
Going in live, you hear me? You know how we come in, be a GG type shit. We living. Yeah.
Before NBA YoungBoy would clock in 6 million Instagram followers, 1.3 million on Twitter, and 4.2 million subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. Although to be honest with you guys, the guy keeps deleting everything he posts, which makes making these videos a little difficult. Before Youngboy Never Broke Again would father 4 children with 3 different baby mamas before the age of 18.
You're handsome online as well, but like this is my first time seeing you.
You want to let me take you on a date?
Do you want to take me on a date?
Yeah.
You can take me on a date.
Youngboy Never Broke Again dropped his debut mixtape Life Before Fame in 2015 at the age of just 15, an album he wrote primarily while he was locked up in a juvenile detention center. Now that year he dropped a total of 5 mixtapes while sleeping on an air mattress at a friend's house. He would spend his days driving all over his native Baton Rouge, spending as much as 12 hours a day in a car, doing quick gigs for $500 to $1,500 a pop. My cameraman's saying I said Baton Rouge weird. I'm from Canada. We kind of pronounce the French. Now, as word of his music spread, so did his influence. And well, he's had one of the biggest come-ups for any rapper coming from his generation. But just as he was ascending to the big leagues, well, he was then arrested in regards to an alleged drive-by shooting. We'll get into all that, just a little later in this video. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Youngboy Never Broke Again. Here for you, of course, on Before They Were Famous, and this is an updated video. It's probably actually one of the most requested ones we've gotten this year. Now, I'm actually going to try and piece together a rich life video on this man, but with him constantly deleting everything off social media, I really do have my work cut out for me. Now, as always, be sure to let us know who's next in the comments down below, and this video was brought to you by our good friends over at Candy Beds. Oh, it's really good. All right, see you after the intro. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
Yeah, man, so school, but you stay in school, though. You stay in school because it's the best option for you.
Youngboy Never Broke Again was born Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden on October 20th, 1999 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, making him just 19 years old at the time of this recording. Now, he lived mainly on the north side of town at 38th and Chippewa Street to be exact, a location he used for his music video for What You Gonna Do, and his younger brother NBA Ken, he also played the role of a younger Youngboy in the video. Make sense? Right. That's it. He's also got an older sister who would beat him up when he was a kid, causing him to hate women for a little while. That certainly changed. Now, his mom, she would also give him a whooping at her house out in Scotlandville, and he was also getting into some wrestling brawls. Yeah, like the other kids, they would wrestle too hard, and it resulted in him, when he was only 4 years old, breaking his neck. Yeah. Now, to recover properly from the injury, he was put into a halo brace, which that was screwed into his head. And that's why he still got them visible scars.
This from a halo, you know, the little thing with the screws in your head. I broke my neck when I was 4. I was wrestling.
Now, with his sister being a bit of a bully and his mom giving him a whooping from time to time, well, he decided to live with his grandma because she would spoil him. Now, I decided to look around the internet to see if I could find his mom and sister. I think I found them on Instagram.
Don't talk my mother blood. Don't give a who you is. If you're doing something stupid, it's mother stupid.
I really could eat spaghetti let me stop lying. I can eat spaghetti like 3-4 days in a row.
Living at Chippewa on 38th Street, well, his grandma, she was always good to him, she fed him, but they didn't have the finer things in life. He described his surroundings as the slums, and he never had fancy clothes or shoes, that is, until he made it as a rapper. Now, speaking on where he comes from, Youngboy told Fader, "I come from a rare place, it's a different culture, different atmosphere, police crooked. Different emojis, and when I say emojis, I mean personalities." He started writing at the age of 7, completing his first song in the 1st or 2nd grade, which was titled For a Reason. Now, his mom, she had also once upon a time been a rapper, and this inspired him that he could do it himself. By the age of 11, he knew that's all he ever wanted to be. When he was 8, his father was arrested and sentenced to 55 years in prison for a robbery gone wrong. Then his grandmother, well, she passed away from heart failure in 2010. Now, this left young Kentrell pretty much having to, take care of himself. and he would stay at a friend's house. Now his first job was cutting grass around the neighborhood, and he would hang out with a number of childhood friends who he's still close with today. This includes 3-3, Lil Ben, and Boomer. Now these dudes would do whatever they could in order to make a quick buck. This included stealing car batteries out of an 18-wheeler and selling them in hopes of paying for time in a studio. Now eventually Youngboy, he would drop out of school around the 8th or 9th grade. He then bought a microphone from Walmart, he downloaded recording software, and he started making songs himself. It was around this time that he came up with the moniker of NBA, which is an acronym for Never Broke Again. But his rap career, well, it would still have to wait a little longer.
I ain't no hiding from gun violence. I ain't no hiding from violence, period. It's either jail or death, like literally.
He was eventually arrested for robbery and sent to juvie. He was then given a 6-month sentence in Tallulah, Louisiana, and it was here that he started taking his songwriting very seriously. Now one of his key musical influences at the time was Lil Fat, and he wrote song after song to pass the time. Now these would come together to form his first mixtape, Life Before Fame, which he dropped in 2015. Now his friend's mom, Monique, she actually helped pay for the studio time at Stroke Studio or Gus Studio for the project that would eventually change his life. Now a string of other mixtapes followed, including Mind of a Menace, Mind of a Menace 2, and Before I Go. Then Youngboy attracted major attention with his October 2016 drop of the mixtape 38 Baby, which the music video has since gone viral. It currently sits at 85 million views on YouTube at the time of this recording. But the kid wasn't done just yet. Just 1 week later, he dropped another mixtape titled Mind of a Menace 3. But then, a month later, in December of 2016, he was arrested on suspicion of attempted first-degree murder in connection with an alleged drive-by shooting. Now, before we get into all that, I need to take a second to tell you guys about my friends at Candy Pens. Plus, it looks like it's getting a little smoky in here. Now you've all heard of Candy Pens, right? Well, if the name doesn't ring a bell, I got a good feeling you've seen them before. Candy Pens was named Best Vaporizer of 2018 by High Times due to its combination of popular technology and flashy design. They're also becoming the go-to choice for vaping in the hip-hop and rap community. They've got co-signs from DJ Khaled, Fatboy SSE, PNB Rock, and ASAP Rocky. In fact, he's got his own line called the Flacco Jody Collection. Now Amber Rose, she has her own signature line, and there's billboards of her all over Los Angeles promoting the brand. Now remember, Candy Pens, they are for adults 18 years and older, and seeing as I fit the bill, well, they made me their latest brand ambassador. Now they've also hooked me up with the ability to get you 25% off your entire order during checkout. There is a link down below. Use the promo code BTWF25. Now let's get back into this video. It would be over 5 months before he would be released via plea deal, and while locked up, he continued to drop new mixtapes. And then when he got out, well, the kid, he got straight back to work.
Let's get it. Montana.
When he wasn't locked up or making music, well, Youngboy, he was a big hit with the ladies, having fathered 4 sons with 3 different baby mamas. Now the children's names are Caden, Cameron, Talon, and Kamiri. He's also made some connections befriending Baton Rouge legend Kevin Gates, Boozy Badass, and he started hanging out with the likes of Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj.
Ass is so big, dude. And I was trying to like look, but not let Meek see me looking. But I don't think he gave a f though.
For a young man, or young boy, well, he had a lot of pressure on his shoulders. In fact, he stated, "I got effing children. I got a family that depend on me. I got a mama who don't like to work. I got a baby mama that got 3 kids, 2 of them from me. Everybody depend on me. I can't F up. I ain't the only person that I'm hurting. If I was given $1 billion to do life in jail, I'd do it and give that to my fam." Now luckily, money was just around the corner with him signing a $2 million deal with Atlantic Records. Now he would go on to collaborate with the likes of Meek Mill, 21 Savage, Young Thug, Boozy Badass, Yo Gotti, and more. He's also, well, he had to switch up his moniker from NBA YoungBoy to Youngboy Never Broke Again due to a certain copyright infringement from the NBA. But I guess, those are good problems to have, right? As for the rest of the story, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Of course, this is Before They're Famous. Now, we have an entire playlist dedicated to rappers. You guys seem to like those videos, and we'll do a video on anyone that you guys suggest in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you in another video. Boom! Youngboy Never Broke Again, previously known as NBA YoungBoy, grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but rather than idolizing the state's biggest rappers like Kevin Gates, he was inspired by the more obscure Lil Fat.
Yeah, I don't know.
With his dad in and out of jail throughout his childhood, Youngboy was raised by his grandmother, with his mom visiting him now and then. His rise to fame was meteoric, releasing his first mixtape in 2015 and blowing up the following year. But just weeks after releasing a mixtape that caught the eye of hip-hop